Hello YouTube, welcome and all, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, where we have the next DLC to do. Let's go. Once that's done, it is probably into endgame. There is literally one thing left on here. Is Jill out here? Yes, she is.
Clive, do you have a moment?
Of course. Always.
I wanted to give you something.
Is this?
I stitched it from the cloth you gave Hortense. The piece she said you liked best. I told her I used to enjoy needlework, but I didn't think she'd remember.
It's beautiful, Jill. You didn't have to.
When I was very little, I recall my mother telling me that young ladies of the court would give knights ribbons from their hair before they went off to war. I still wear mine, so I made you this instead. Red is the color of passion, the fire in your heart. Fierce and bright, it binds you and your brother, you and your friends, you and me.
Aww.
Our bond. May it never be broken.
And may it ever bring you back to me. I will always, always be here.
Thank you, Jill.
Okay, well, let's have a look at this item. Where is it? Red is the color of passion. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I see it on the model, which is a little bit of a shame, but I don't think there's anywhere to put it. Anyway, let us go read all this. The greatest gift. Oh, that's nice. Dear Sid. Yes, right. Yeah, well, whatever. Unmarked. That's it. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's diamond is in need of rescue. And despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire one with Layla. She will surely see you satisfied.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
How about the water arc icon?
Alright then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. and someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
Maybe 2.
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together.
Yeah, this is really bad
Did
timing.
the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Well, no, because it's from the Veil.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
The Rising Tide. We don't get any gil for it, but that's fine, because it's not gil we're wanting, it's experience points! Let's look out on amazingly cool this. Choose the tides. Request destination for the Rising Tide indicated, but yeah, same as for prioritizing the tides, etc., etc. I think I've gotten everything from you.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Yes, we have actually
All done?
gotten absolutely everything. Okay, so the map. Oh yeah, that is Northreach.
To the Veil it is then.
Oh, what have you got?
Oh, there we go. First things first. Priorities.
Fetch!
Oh, he was a good boy. Real protagonist of the series. Let's go. Now, I'm assuming
Looks like we've got first.
that
But enough talk. How about we retire to the Veil?
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
Layla, well, there's something behind the veil, but not that veil.
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
No, different business.
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
I mean, she has a point there.
We're here about the letter.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
kind of parents, and yeah.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically.
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
It's kind of dangerous area. She
Actually,
decided to set up
One
tents.
thing, there's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say, there's not going to be a...
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
That is a very good point. Let us leave Northbreach. And because there isn't a fast travel closer, we're going to have to just walk to point of interest. Thankfully, it's not down there, it's down here. However, that does probably mean we're probably going to run into a fight. Question, is it Akashic, normal, or some of ultimate lackeys? And again, you know.
Well, the tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
No one.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, there's a ship.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
A mysterious stranger who set up a tent.
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
Hello.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Motes of Water.
The Motes of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive.
Although probably at a very,
though we've managed to keep that
tiny
fact
fraction of
hidden
what they
from
were.
good Kriegers faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, you know nothing.
Well, but, you know, 100
Not
years
that I'll
in
hold it
mythology and all
against
that.
you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon.
Well, we've gone up against
Someone just like
Big
you.
Five.
So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
That's a bit harsh.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
Off to the land of Leviathan we shall go. Right in the middle of the Blight. The Lost Creek. God, this game is pretty at times. Like, really pretty.
Alright, you might want to hold on to something.
Ah, the surge.
We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes.
Well,
But
you know.
don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you?
Well,
Ours just
yeah.
happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Oh, wow. Rising tide. Look how pretty this thing looks. Look how pretty it looks. It's amazing. But my question is, how bad is the blight?
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
Well, onwards we go then.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one.
Ah, we've had longer and harder, it's fine.
I hope you're up for a climb.
We're good. We can do it. Now the question is there side quests?
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you?
No, that's just a...
The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Homecoming. Holy! Also... Ooh, hello. Party maker has changed. Alright, so we got... My god, there's so many people in the team now! Holy moly!
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
It's fine.
Thank you for the warning.
It's experience I want.
And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
The way she said Lord Marquis, it was like, Hello, ooh, level 50 enemies?
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Ow. Excuse me? Get out.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
Oh, are these people not, you know, overly anti-bearer? That would explain why they got hounded to extinction. Well, attempted to be hounded to extinction. Oh, this is definitely a good way to grind. Ooh, potion, very nice.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
Yeah, somehow I think they take not kindly to outsiders.
It's not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Oh, look how pretty this place is. Oh, I have a feeling we're gonna have some side quests. Which means that maybe we won't be finishing this deal.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
So, that thing on the left that we saw, firing the beam to the thing on the right, which I believe is a crystal. I think that
it's beautiful.
is doing something to stop the crystal. It's either feeding it the ether it needs, or it's stopping it from feeding on the ether of the land. That's only an early theory. I probably will be wrong. Oh, look at you guys, aren't you pretty?
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
Oh, we got some more walls. More XP, thank you very much. Get out. 1500 XP. Very nice.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Oh no, that's not the crystal. I'm an idiot. That's frozen water. And that is keeping it frozen. Yeah, I'm an idiot. But anyway, that's pretty impressive. But also, like, damn, Leviathan was pissed. That's an angry sea dragon right there. Get over here. Here, well, you can get. No, we're not going to fight in your lovely crowd, pal.
It's over.
There we go. 5,000 experience. That used to be a boss level amount of XP. Wonderful. This place is so freaking gorgeous.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
Now you have a good point there. This place is built. This place is, you know, lived for centuries on the whole thing of like, no one needs to. No one can know we're here. Hold on. Game wants me to go that way, so I'm going to go this way. They're making more experience here. No. Yeah, I think there's going to be side missions in this and that. Like, we're not. It's not like the last one, the Relics of Echoes of the Fallen. God, Omega weapon fight is just. That was just. Less said about it, the better. Anyway, let us instantly be ostracized for being outsiders.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Oh, actually, maybe the village has actually decided, you know what, we need to get this group in, because we need some help. Oh, wow, this place is... Yeah, I am literally like, how the hell is this place so green? Like, the rest of the continent is dying. And this place is luscious.
Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours.
Yes, I would like to. That would be very nice. I mean, clearly the Gregorian account
That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Sure, then maybe chests.
Thank
maybe
you.
Items, maybe cool things.
We'll do just that.
Do we have secrets? Do we have prizes? That's what I want to know.
Just you stay away from that temple. Do you hear me?
I heard you the first time.
you on about that temple? I have a feeling we'll be going there, so don't you worry about that. Ooh, chest. Aegis. Yes, I know. It's a crafting material. Ooh, are we getting a even better sword? Please say yes. Great. Excuse me, sorry, coming through. Protagonist here need to take everything that isn't bolted down. You were well versed in the realms of safeguarding your items in an RPG. I own it. Anyway, on to see if anyone else has.
I give you my grain.
Anyone else has mistakenly not nailed everything down in an RPG.
He's coming over here. What do we do?
I'm sorry, but I don't like it.
Yeah, there's always one. I don't like it. Those outsiders, they don't know anything about our culture. All rabble. There's always one. Always has to spoil the mood. While everyone else up with absolute rubbish.
Oh, do you think he baits? Who? The Hound? Or his master?
Well then, ladies, I hate to... well, Torgal doesn't bite. He likes ear scratches and belly rubs. And treats, if you have any. And unfortunately for myself, well, for Pipe, he's taking... You see that lovely lady there? Who's looking a bit shy. Yeah, we're a couple, so... enough. Anyway, onwards and upwards. When I say upwards, I mean exploring the village for even more items, hopefully. Please, thank you. Get some more items. Prizes. No? No more prizes?
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
If you don't mind, Manda, I'm in a hurry.
Chocobo. Chocobos are amazing. Also, I like these chocobos.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked. It was all I could do.
Was the term more feathery? I don't know. Anyway. Let us just have a...
How long do you think this bridge has been standing?
Well, it's made out of stone, so probably quite a very long time. Also... Seriously, the developers have only put one chest in this village. I refuse to believe it. However, the proof is in front of me. It does either I am blind, which is, you know, which is a possibility, a distinct possibility.
That'll be them then.
Or there was literally only one chest
Look.
here.
That one's got...
Intruders! We must flee.
It's all right. They're the tributary's guests.
I came over that bridge. Yeah. It seems... Oh, hold on. Phone. Hold the phone. There's two. There's a second chest.
The poor things are as pale as ghosts.
Please, Grandad, tell us another story about the witch.
A story about a witch? If you do, don't say it's got ice powers. People get could get very suspicious of our wonderful girl Jill.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
Well, we shall. I think we've kept them waiting long enough. Let us get some answers to our questions.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
Unless
It
what
would,
bound him.
if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walias was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yep.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain.
Basically.
Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Okay, let's do it. Never mind, there may not be side quests. I just looked at the map and went, this is bigger than expected.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Seal obtained.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Oh, there is side quest. Yeah,
Storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
That's fine.
You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
I mean, okay. Bit confusing, but okay.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
Why do I think it's not going to be that simple? I don't think it's going to be that simple. Anyway, okay, so we go down there. But anyway, there's another quest over here. Let us go activate this quest, since we're here. It's the only one around.
Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back.
Whose hide?
Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce.
Oh, great.
The heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
I'm a protagonist. This is what I do. Alright.
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Great.
A free spirit, is she?
Which means that she's probably get herself in trouble.
That she is. Can't get her to sit still. Especially once you heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Okay. The pursuit of knowledge. Right, okay, so talk to that person, but first things first, get the baskets of flowers.
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavart may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Yeah, there's something just not 100% right with this. Ah, there. God's sake. If I had a mouth, it'd bite my nose off. Anyway.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them.
Ah, so it's a reminder of
And as
home.
they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Quick complete. After completing the main objective, somebody may be given an option to travel to the quest finder destination. Oh, this is a nice...
Time to visit Pavart.
This is a nice... ease of life thing.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
Are we getting a new sword? It'd be really nice if we got a new sword.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
Yes, it would be very nice.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling.
We get a new sword?
Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, alright?
Alright.
Alright then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. To remind us where we come from, like.
That is a pretty...
Those modes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
Oh well. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Quest complete. Now, do you have a sword for me, sir? 5,600. Ooh, Titanic. Oh, hello. Making it capable of block attacks from behind while restoring a small amount of HP regen. Oh, that's it. Haven Foundry now available.
What is it you want?
Okay, Ice Brand. Yeah, there's no point upgrading any of them.
Till next time, then.
Right, let's go do this other side quest.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. It's safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
Don't worry, we know the spot.
I will.
We know the spot. We were there just moments ago. So let us go to the spot.
This must be the path.
Let's go find the little tyke. There she is.
They're not here either.
It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You know, if you just stayed
You must be
in the village.
Rooker.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
No.
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
It's not that great.
Everything might be a stretch.
Trust me, it's not that great.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
No, it was no trouble at all.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only ones she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem.
Oh yeah, like supplies,
medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases.
Oh, cool. Shop.
So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
Quest complete. What do we get? Another 5,000. Another. Haven stores now available.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted?
Let's have a look.
I will have to charge you.
Yes,
May it
please.
serve you well.
Equip that.
Well, if you're sure you need it,
And we're fully stocked.
then I bid you good
There we
tide.
go. More
What do you think the
defense, more
tributary
health.
season
That's always
was
good.
outside?
How long do you think this bridge has been stuck?
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere.
Okay. Let us be off then. So it clearly splits.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
Oh, Leviathan. The wave the Leviathan created. You want me to go? Well, let's go here. I want to know what's down here. Oh, we're gonna have more hunts. Hold on. I think we're gonna have more hunts. I think we're gonna have at least 3. Well, that's more experience. Anyway. Let's go get the experience that's done off of here. Get out of here. Oh, got caught in there. Oh, yeah. There we go. You are as good as dead. You weren't guarding anything? Nope.
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Really, brother, did you have to ask?
I mean, you know, it's an honest question, and Clyde is not... Clyde is not the most intelligent. So the game does not want me to go that way, but let's go and have a look, see the menu prizes, the items. Light item. These guys. Like, all experience is good experience. And also items.
This trail only leads deeper into the forest. We should head back.
Yeah, I know, but there's an item over here. I want to pick up the item. The protagonist and all that. Okay, so nothing else to pick up here, so let's go back. God, this place is really pretty. Look at that 3,000 experience points. Why would I not come down this way to get that lovely experience? Oh, can't go there. Also, there's a... Yeah, what? Yeah, so definitely not completing this.
We won't find Walius this way. The sea lies behind us.
I know, but there's experience. Look at all this. Oh, there's a slime. We're not fighting you. No, we are not. I hate fighting with slimes in this game. Flans, to be more accurate term of what they're called. I hate fighting. Either way, no, they took too long. They're a pain in the ass, and no. Well. We're killing you.
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
Friggin' Tomberries. Okay, so it's a loop. This is a loop. Go. Oh, wow. Ow. Oh, for God's sake. Get out. God, look how much damage I've received. You're getting the absolute whole one-up combo. No. Get out.
Before it recovers!
There we go. How much do you give? 3,000. Yeah, look at that. Look how much he gives as much as one of the groups of bugs and wolves. Ooh, chest. Fool's gold. All that time spent fighting that flan.
I can smell the sea.
It's not far now.
Well, we're going to have to wait a little bit because this is a loop and I'm going to go and kill everything in the loop. Experience is needed. Go. Look at that! 3,000 for a fight that lasted half the time against the Flan. Flans are very, 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 very bad efficiency for leveling. In fact, any of the bigger monsters that have those dagger gorges. Okay, there we go. Are poor experience efficiency because it just takes so long to kill. And also, you burn a lot of your resources to do it quickly. I went through the entire wombo combo. Anyway.
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Okay. It's a big open area. Something to the north.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Walius by his people.
Get out. You. Oh, but another one of them. There we go. There we go, potion, and we're fully healed. Wonderful. Oh. That's an adamant Please don't aggro the adamant these guys. I think you died. No, you haven't. Good. Again, if they do not give out the amount of time it takes to actually fight them, does not.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
No, I really would think not to do that. Anyway. Well, let's go. Let's do this. That is impressive. The surge. So yeah, it's not ice, it's literally just frozen in time.
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
Because it is her duty.
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes. The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
I wonder if that's because of the fact that the surge is stopped by time. Yeah, because from afar you'd think, oh, that maybe that's ice.
Does the light point the way to the child?
No.
It does indeed.
It's literally just a wave, a massive, turbulent...
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No. It's not.
80 years.
There. Up ahead. down in the center. Follow me.
This reminds me of something. The crater. Oh.
He's still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin, committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason.
Yeah, Jill's a dominant.
What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallis's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence?
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing.
Benedicta, for example.
If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
I mean, I expect us to have to fight Leviathan. Potentially. Maybe.
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
I have a feeling Leviathan's going to be extremely...
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
Oh, hi, Leviathan. You're angry, aren't you? Oh no, maybe not a Leviathan, maybe, like,
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
The power of water. Clive have claimed a portion of the icon of Leviathan's essence. Attuned with Leviathan not only changes the element of Clive's magic spells, but allows him to access several new iconic abilities such as Crosswell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles, ability to use on Leviathan's feet. Serpent's Cry can be used to summon Clive's off-arm sea-spitting serpent, capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. Pressing square will release a tidal torrent, multiple bursts of water capable of while pressing triangle for water. The tidal screen. Okay, tidal gorge. Using these attacks will become available. The gorge is empty. The gorge will slowly replenish over time, but can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time the second press perfectly and the on the screen prompt to immediately refill the gorge, as well as then and only then ammunition for a short period of time. Subscribe, press R1 again for more dodging. Will cause height to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. Territory to use only available.
Is that Leviathan?
No, just an enemy, but a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Nice try.
Ow!
Oh, look. It has friends.
Oh, that's impressive. Ow. Oh, that's impressive.
Let's try. You're finished.
My strength is yours.
Thanks for the regen. Okay, so that's a shotgun. That's a thing, and then. Okay, so still trying to learn how it. Let's go that. Ow.
As we're ready. Farewell.
No, you don't. Let's get some healing in. That wall won't again. No, no. Oh, no, you don't. Stop it. There we go. Pickus! 5,000 XP, not bad. The 200. Oh, hello. No, using crafting. Magic dash.
Is everyone all right?
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know.
Well, his surroundings has stopped, but he probably
He's
isn't
never
aware.
reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but... there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
Yes, it would.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
So back to the village we go.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
Flow.
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it? Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
Sure. Can we have more side quests? No, but there is something new at the smith. Is it a weapon?
Look, Dad.
Down here.
And what are you two drawing?
Bastard things.
All the fish right
Yes?
Tried strike. I mean, you know, just have it.
I'd like to see another smith do better. A good tide to you.
No sign of the child.
Yeah, there is no... There is no other item, well, no other quest, so let's go and continue on.
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are, and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith, and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the Imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own Mother Crystal.
Because of the fallout.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart. A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether.
A dominant.
And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, Our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on. So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal, and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity.
Lovely.
Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more.
But that didn't work.
And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals.
Well,
so we know the seal source.
Time to
How do
turn
we
off the
break it and
seal.
restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now there are others who claim it as their own.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
You have my thanks.
Yeah,
Very well.
fire should do well
We
against
should
water.
depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
So, Leviathan's cool, but definitely not just the way I play, not going to be...
The Vare...
Oh my, side quest galore.
It's not easy to find. We must first head north, and then west, deeper into the forest.
Oh my, side quests. So, like I say, the Leviathan is actually pretty cool. Oh yeah, Odin. Leviathan is pretty cool. What's this? Oh no, that's impressive. Oh, you can match, like, it's so cheap. We're just in the process of just upgrading everything and mastering everything now. Go. Because I'm happy with my thing. I don't know whether or not to experiment or not. But anyway, we have a whole bunch of side quests,
Sign of the child.
Which means
Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too,
But
this affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest.
oh dear.
I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
I mean, yeah, sure.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
More experience?
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what.
Yeah, because if you don't understand
the
cause...
trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
What ails you? Let's go. Let's go find a cure for something that is...
Oh, do you need something?
Yeah,
I do. Though not from the forge. Fanit asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the XP.
Did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that...
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe he does.
I'll go and speak with him.
Let's go and talk to the fisherman.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Blazier, is it not? Pavat tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods.
Which one?
Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go. It was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what. But he never told me anyway.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fanit is looking for. Thank you.
Ah, don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, yeah?
Yeah, we will.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
In the meantime...
If we pick too many of the flowers...
My lord, may I speak with you?
Yes.
There is a matter with which I would beg your aid.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Oh?
Something serious then.
Yes. I think we might have company. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so I didn't say anything, but...
Oh, yeah, that is a
But
problem.
the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked... familiar.
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside. Of course, it could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it
might have been you or your brother.
Oh, I highly doubt it.
But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here. Would you go and see? He won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt is him.
Very well.
Very well.
I don't know who you're talking about, but...
Whether the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people, harm.
Perhaps. Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword unless I need to.
Thank you.
Yamila, this man you saw, might he be the customer you told me of?
I fear so.
A customer.
I'll explain later. Come on.
Basically, someone who saw through their disguises as merchants. Okay, we have 2 more quests to start, so let's go and do that. Because, you know, they may be stuff that needs to be done in the village. I doubt it, but you never know.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone. Ty, take me, what am I gonna do? You've got to help me. Shula said you were a force to be reckoned with, are you?
Yes.
Why do you ask?
Hey? Oh, sorry, I should explain. My name's Kitav.
Okay.
I'm worried about a friend of mine. He went into the forest and he hasn't come back.
Well, that's bad news.
Would you help me find him?
Yes.
I can try. Tell me what I need to know.
Of course. You know about the glamour our ancestors cast to keep this place hidden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shula told us about it, yes.
Right. So you know the cairns we use to maintain the spell? Well, it's me and my friend's job to maintain them. If it weren't for the likes of us, it would have faded years ago.
So your friend went into the forest to visit one of these cairns?
Aye, that's right.
Except he hasn't come back.
He said he was going down to Father's Fell. There are 2 cairns out that way, one by the banks of the Swift Run, and another near the Winged Wains, the, ships in the forest.
All right. How will I know this friend of yours?
His name's Nassef. He's about my height, but clean-shaven. If you could track him down and see that he's come to no harm, I'd be much obliged. I'll search the village, just in case anyone's seen him, and meet you back here.
Very well.
Ooh, all these XP. All this XP is going to be great.
One cairn by the ships, another by the river. Better get moving.
Stranger. Are you a rider by any chance?
I am.
Yes?
What gave me away?
Oh, I can smell it on you. The scent of the stables. And not just any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine gall and wet beak. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
How did you know?
Nothing but the best for my Ambrosia.
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name. What's she like?
Well, she's tall and strong. And her feathers are as white as snow.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
Yep.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
They are indeed.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat. And he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her. It'd be perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
He would. Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to have Ambrosia around.
No, it wouldn't. Let's go get Ambrosia.
All right then. Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
Will do. Bird of passage. Let's go talk to the
bastard
thing.
All the things like
Leave me.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive. But there was one thing. Blazir, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late.
Which is odd.
He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting him to have seen.
The forest between here and the coast. Surely not. But then... I can't say for sure. But I think Talor's illness might have some connection to the Tomberries.
Oh, great.
You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
And you think they may have caused Talor's illness?
Everybody's grudge.
I do. At least in a way. And if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me? There's an altar there. And if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
What is going on here?
Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
Very well.
Well, we will, but in the meantime. Ooh, hello. Hello?
You one of the outsiders, then?
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She has indeed. However,
she's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
Well, if you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do.
Awesome!
Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
And, where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too.
Oh, you're going to tell me to...
So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
God damn it. God damn it, you're gonna have me go all the way freaking to Martha's Rest. You are indeed. Anyway, let's go complete some of these other tasks and see what time it is by the time I do them. That may be the video.
bottle. Breath of the Arbor. Perfume from Sunbrag. Looks expensive, too.
Who's there? Stop!
Oh, you idiot. You're just gonna run yourself into trouble. Do you know that? You're just gonna run yourself into trouble. And we're gonna have to save you. Yeah.
No! No! Hang on! I'm coming!
Don't eat me! I'll give you gut rot, I swear!
Here.
Stand back. I'll handle this.
There's a chest up here. Over here. You go away. You come over here.
Farewell.
There we go. Beast is slain. Oh, that wasn't a lot.
Are you all right?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved! Oh, I could kiss you!
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
And also explain why you're here.
Hervey! I knew it was you. What are you doing here?
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary, it's been so long.
Oh, that explains it.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Who is he?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
One of many clients? We spoke every night of our plans together. Whispered songs of love into each other's ears.
Oh, you worked at the Vale.
And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your love was as a beacon in the night that guided me to you.
Hervey.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean. Hair like the driven snow.
So you followed
The next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat and started rowing.
It must have been Shula bringing us here. So what? You rowed, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
Hey, love does real things,
And as
mate.
I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue. That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Oh, why did you come? You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you. I cannot leave my people, Hervey. And now that you know about this place, neither can you.
Somehow I think he doesn't want to.
We must return to Haven and accept my family's judgment.
I'm to meet your family. Oh, my little canary.
I don't think you understand the graveness of this situation, mate.
Please, come and see me later. You did as I asked, and you must be rewarded for it. But first, follow me, Hervey.
To the end of the world and beyond.
Yeah, no, I don't think that is what's happening here.
Never have found this place. How could I be so careless?
Don't blame yourself. I doubt anything could have kept that man away.
Well, let's go find out his fate.
Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. You two met at the Vale, I take it.
When I worked there, yes. To earn the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our sanctuary, there are certain necessities that it cannot provide. And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for followers of a strange faith in a strange land.
And so you supported your family as best you could.
And the dame is willing to help.
I did. And I have never regretted it for a moment. I found a second family in the Vale. And in the dame, a second mother. I also found Hervey. But our love could never be. I knew that if I revealed my secret to him, I would be putting my people in danger. But that if I did not, I would be living a lie, unable to return home.
What will happen to him now?
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited visitors have been few and far between. But not unknown. Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks. None lasted long.
I see.
That was before my time, you understand. I've never had to make a decision like this before.
And it's going to be a hard one.
Ymila, know that I do not blame you for any of this. It was me who decided to make the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Thank you, tributary. I only beg you to remember that Hervey means us no ill will. He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
I will take that into consideration. But yours is not the only voice I must listen to. The whole family must be consulted, and it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Of course, tributary. However long it takes. Come what may, I thank you, my lord, for bringing us back together.
Quest complete. I mean, it does. It could be that he doesn't want to go back. Also, what we got something to use in crafting. Okay.
I don't care what happens to me. Now I've found my little canary, I'm not going anywhere.
He seems determined to stay. Anywho, how long have I been going? I think that's going to have to be it for today. Fool is me that thought it was going to be the same as the last DLC. I should have really not expected that. That's my fault. But anyway. How close are we to another level up? We're about just over halfway. We have 156,000 gil. How am I? Oh, look at that. Look how awesome Togo looks there. We are still 1, 2, 3, 4 points away from maxing Torgal out. I don't know how we're going to do that. Oh, it's only 10 left, so if that gets an upgrade, it might be better than an Omega weapon. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching this video. I will see you all in the next ones when we will continue on the DLC. We have 3 quests to complete and whatever is left of the main quest line. Till then, toodles.